Is bringing you tomorrow's headlines today, and this morning we are learning new details about plans to bring casinos to North Carolina. Here with me now is Dan Kane, one of our friends over at the News and Observer. Dan, welcome back to the show. Look, in the NNO's latest Power and Secrecy series, you wrote about a Baltimore developer who was lobbying county officials here in North Carolina months before a casino bill was actually proposed at the legislature in Raleigh. What did you learn?
Well, one of the things that's interesting about this is that they're lobbying these three counties that, as it turned out, were in the legislation to be homes for these casinos. And we dug into Anson County, which is just a little east of Charlotte, and talked to county officials there. Got some records showing the back and forth between the developers' representatives and the county. And one of the most interesting things that we found was that there was a pretty powerful insider, former top aide to Senator Berger, who was involved helping Cordish with their plans.
Cordish is a big-time casino developer across the country trying to get in on the North Carolina market. In 2023, that General Assembly push for casinos in North Carolina failed, didn't make it through. The proposed legislation would have brought casinos to Anson County, Nash County, Rockingham County. You just mentioned those. Talking more about why those locations are so important.
Well, they're all basically about within an hour of the state's three largest metropolitan areas. Charlotte, Greensboro, and Raleigh, and also probably far enough out that the land would probably be cheaper. All those counties are in need of development. So I think you had some willing partners here in this at that level.
Wow. So what happens next?
Well, obviously, that plan failed. They didn't move the legislation. Senator Berger is now saying that he will not support casinos in North Carolina. But there is this lawsuit that's kind of emanated, from that whole battle out of Rockingham County. It's actually a defamation case. A county commissioner candidate who was anti-casino lost his election by literally a handful of votes. And he's accusing in this lawsuit other county commissioners who had voted in favor of the casino had defamed him, and so now we have this court case where they're now kind of looking back at the casino effort, and things are kind of emerging from that, and so we need to see whether that's going to continue.
You get a court case, you get people in court, you get deposing people. That could, there's more things to pull at, some more strings to pull at. Interesting new details. We know you will stay on it. That is Dan Kane. Thank you for joining us. You can read more of Dan's report on power and secrecy on the NNO website or in Sunday's paper. Dan, thanks.
Thank you.